This is a shelter that can withstand a Category 18 blizzard. It's perfectly hidden under a million tons of rock. Not only are the internal facilities readily available, very warm and comfortable, even if the S3 season starts, it can also perfectly escape the critical impact of a nuclear bomb. I don't want to be a cow. The bearded brother who likes to be cosmopolitan is here again. Hike to the top of the mountain, encounter a skeleton. Beautiful big stone. Go in and check it out. Although there is a lot of snow in it, but fortunately, the space is quite spacious. Not only is there a back door, it also comes with a small window. Wide field of vision outside. You can also enjoy the scenery of snow-capped mountains. Satisfied with him, and I decided to build a shelter there. Settle down. So, he took out his shovel and dried it. Clean out the stones inside first. One way to expand the space. Second, these flat stones and the blocks can be put to good use. The other side of the big rock is not completely sealed. Just in time to build a fireplace here with stones. After all, it's freezing cold, and it's on the top of the mountain. Blessing without a fireplace. I'm afraid I'll freeze into old popsicles at night. To the bearded brother with many years of wild survival experience, it's not a problem to put up a fireplace at all. Lay the inside part flat with stones first. The outside he intends to seal it all. Not only can it isolate cold air, and it keeps the heat from coming out of the fireplace. After laying the stones, you have to cover the gap with soil to be considered alive. There are a lot of stones left inside. Instead of trying to move them all out, it's better to use local materials to make a bed. The eating table is also 3 stones in minutes. Not only is it convenient, but it's also very durable. Just as he was finishing his internal work, the sky is drifting with goose feathers. I have to say this kid is lucky. Otherwise, it's such a heavy snow were to fall. If there is no foothold on the mountain, it's over in minutes. Now just trim the door part. Just get another door to block the blizzard. The good thing is he doesn't have to look for building materials everywhere. There are enough ready-made stones. While he was busy, the blizzard is getting worse. Visibility in the mountains is also getting lower and lower. Thanks to this strong natural barrier, he has a safe place to stay. And at this point, the gate is almost finished. Hang the canvas you carry with you as a door curtain. Protect from the wind and rain. Easy to enter and exit. Soon the blizzard played its part. After he cleaned the stones at the door, he even built a small yard at the door. The construction of the shelter has finally come to an end. Put on a yoga mat. He can finally sit down and rest for a while. It was freezing cold in the house. Fortunately, he collected some dry wood on the way when he came. It's getting late outside after lighting the fireplace. There are already thousands of lights at the foot of the mountain. It's time to prepare dinner. Tamer. He slipped out of the bag and took out the pots and bowls he carried with him. Pans. Let's see what's for dinner today. Due to being away from home, he didn't bring any plentiful ingredients. Put a few pieces of meat into the pot. Boil some tea to quench your thirst. 5 minutes later, his homemade simple sandwich is ready to eat. On a snowy day, to sit in a warm shelter, eating delicious hot food. He feels very satisfied at the moment. Fill your stomach and have a glass of mountain spring water. You can see from this posture that he is quite comfortable. He is also tired after a busy day. Take out the sleeping bag and spread it on the bed with the blessing of the fireplace. Today, he will spend a warm and comfortable night. After a good night's sleep, he packed his bags and set out again. He's used to this life of walking away. He would settle down wherever he went, past a huge pile of boulders. He found this million tons. There is a narrow hole under the boulder. Put the camera in and explore. Not only is there no scary little cutie in it, the space is also very spacious. It's the perfect sanctuary. So, he said nothing and got in. Even figure, he passed the hole very smoothly. Good guy. As soon as I entered the door, I almost fell into this big pit. Hurry up and fill it in for him with local materials. Otherwise, I don't know when I will hit his path. If there are not enough ingredients inside, move it outside. The next second he is transformed into a porter of nature. Tireless back and forth. Then fill it in with the soil next to it. Busy for a long time. Finally got a flat doorway. With sharp eyes, he found a large rock nearby. There is a small puddle on the block. Fill it up with a water bottle and you start mixing with the mud. Looking at this posture, I played with mud a lot when I was a child. To keep the shelter warm and comfortable, it is very necessary to make a fireplace. Layered with mud and stones, he chooses where the ventilation is under the window. Soon a little fireplace was ready. To sleep well at night, comfortable beds are indispensable. First outline with stones. Just fill it with soil. Now that you are in the wilderness, you must be informal. Then he started using wet non-stop soil floor. Keep the dust out of the house. After stepping on the soil, the floor still has its own pattern. Then he took out a large piece of tinfoil, roll it up and install it directly on the fireplace. The other end sticks out the vent to keep warm from the wind. He also filled the surrounding gaps. The renovation of the shelter is nearing completion. He couldn't wait to try out the new one. Built fireplace. You can see that the fire is quite prosperous. Instantly the house became warm. The chimney outside is also smoking. Tonight's dinner is canned fruit. It's getting late. In order to prevent any cuties from visiting at night, he has to block the gate. At this time, the can has also been heated. Wrap it in a burrito and eat it together for a different flavor. Simply another meal. There is a warm fireplace blessing. He should sleep very peacefully tonight.